If you are interested in what's new in the marketplace focused on new missions, then this is the video for you. Let's roll the intro and then let's look at the details. So the number of items is, I would say, not that much this week. And the first one is the Aircraft Checklist Pro 2024 by SoFly. It's available against a reduced price and will give you some additional, I would say, checklist. And I would say they call it Pro, right? It's available for both 2020 and 2024 and it contains over 110 new checklists which you can use when playing Flight Simulator 2020 or 2024. Right, so it's, I would say, contains checklist for not only the default aircraft, but also for the aircraft which are not part of the default Flight Simulator, as you can see, because the Boeing 737NG, the 777 series, as well as the Concorde and Comanche 250 are there. That really makes it interesting. So the Aircraft Checklist Pro, right, was built for Flight Simulator 2024, but it still is compatible with 2020. So what's included in that case, right? So checklist for all the aircrafts in Flight Simulator 2024. They are directly accessible within the simulator via the in-sim toolbar, which means the toolbar on the top, right, which you can normally see over here. And everything is there from the A330 up to the Cup Crafters X Cup. All the checklists have been tried and tested, ensuring from cold and dark to shutdown, and over 170 expertly designed pages covering 110 plus aircrafts. As mentioned, both compatible for 2020 and 2024, and the good thing is that there's an additional PDF format on your machine that's only for the PC version, right? So this is how it looks like. So here you can see some examples. Likely they did hide the rest, right? Because else you would have the complete manual, but this is what you could expect from this tool. So the tool will add simply a checklist in addition to the default checklist, which is there, of course, from the product itself. Then the next thing is Air Tours Eastern Canada. So if you want to discover Canada using one of the, I would say, cool aircrafts like the Diamond DA62, the Cessna 208B Grand Caravan or the Cessna CG4 Station, then this is the package for you. Because now you can use the general aviation aircraft to fly at low altitudes and discover the nice country of Canada, in this case the eastern part of Canada. So what's included? 250 unique scenarios, right? So with impressive selection of 252 scenarios to choose from, right? And this is the Air Tour pack, offers a large selection of excursions to enable you to have the vast variety. There are liveries included, which of course are the VA Systems ones, and it's one-click fly. You click and then you can simply start flying. No two days are the same, right? As we really want to bring this reality to yourself, you can fly the same excursion, but you can of course change the weather and then of course everything changes. And this is how it looks like, right? So this is, I would say, jumps some parts of how you can fly using this livery from VA Systems using the multiple aircrafts. So that's really nice, I would say. Then Perfect Flight. They released the flight deck Spirit A320. The Spirit Airlines is a series of immersive missions for Flight Simulator. It's not a specific version, so likely they will also make it compatible for 2024. And then you can taste a bit of the how it is to operate, I would say, an airliner of an ultra low-cost carrier in this case, because that's what Spirit is. You will use the Airbus A320neo and then you can fly in the United States and then fly across multiple parts of the United States based on the description. So there are two sets of missions, one set of missions for the default A320, but also one for the A320 V2 from Mini-Builds. So what are the mission lists? We have No Problem Houston, the Gulf Coast Glide, the Sunshine to Sand, Boardwalk Bound, Motor City Run, Windy City Hop, Lone Star Express and Back to Home. So that's really interesting, and you can see that you can also use the default of say plugins like SimBrief and Navigraph, but also some external ATC tools. And this is how it looks like, right? So pretty nice. Then the last one, it's the Float Plane Pilot from Perfect Flight. So you will fly in a really nice part of the world, right? It's inspired by the Rainbow River Aviation and Alaska-based airline. that operates a fleet of de Havilland Beavers, and then you will fly across, I would say, a pretty interesting part of the world, right? So you will use the Beaver, the DHC-2 Beaver, actually used by Rainbow River Aviation, and they recreated 6 adventurous flights that will enrich your career as floatplane pilot. This comes again with the DHC-2 Beaver, but also with the Rainbow River Aviation colors, right? The aircraft is the default aircraft in Flight Simulator 2020, 2024, and this one is a special livery. There are 6 scenic excursions in Alaska, right? These are there. Drop off at Heather Bay, the Chugach Scenery Tour, the drop off at Red Shirt Lake, the pickup at Twin Lakes, Mount McKinley Scenic, and Kenai Fjord National Park. So those are there. The flight books are there in the PDF form, right? So the real travel guides, as well as there are the VFR Alaska charter included. You can fly the missions either using the presets or change the weather, date, etc. And then you of course have access to the checklist and assistant options from Flight Simulator 2020, which are default there. So this, I would say, an overview, right, of those floatplane pilot sceneries. This is the aircraft which you can use, right, with that livery, which is included. So pretty nice. So this is the end of the video. If you're now more interested in some new aircrafts or maybe some new airports or airport enhancements, then have a look at the description of this video, because there are links to those videos as well. Thanks for watching and hope to see you back next week.